too focused on the past for you to see success right now in life, in maybe your health, in your business, whatever is going on. Are you too focused on the past? And do you know that you're too focused on the past? Sometimes you can, and I know I do this, so if you do it too, I don't know, but I know I do this. I will focus on things that have happened, and that's my reason why what I'm doing now isn't working or I'm not seeing what I want right now. And if you've ever been stuck like that, I'm there with you because it's a pattern that I had to learn to break out of. And there's a few things that I did in order to make that happen. So if you're new on here, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, it's good to see you. My name is Brooke Oaks from brookeoaks.com, where you can find tips, tools, and resources to help you build your business on social media. And also be sure to let me know what social media platform you're tuning in from, because I go live in multiple areas and I always love seeing all my friends everywhere. And if you're following me on one platform, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, I am on a bunch of others with a ton of stuff happening everywhere. So feel free to pop around and check it all out. So are you too focused on the past and maybe even negative things? Are you too focused on negative things to see success right now? It can go a few different ways. There's an audiobook that I'm listening to right now. If you know who Rachel Peterson is, I follow her on TikTok. She has been in a few magazines now. Really, really big businesswoman. I've watched her grow, and it's just amazing. Anyway, I'm in a book club with her, and the book that we listened to most recently is called Finding Me. And I forget who it was by. Viola, I forget her last name. If you know it, go ahead and leave it below for somebody to help them out. I'll probably leave it later on. But anyway, this book, I'm not going to lie, when I got it as an audiobook because I'm doing a lot of driving right now. I drive to go see my horse. I drive to go to the beaches, go hiking, go to wildlife preserves. I'm kind of like just popping around everywhere. And so I haven't done as much like physical reading like I normally do. As the weather starts to not be as nice, that's going to happen. I'll be reading regular books again. But for now, I'm trying to keep up with my reading. So I'm doing audiobooks right now while I'm driving. But when I started listening to this book, it starts out, if you've ever listened to it, I almost didn't make it farther than like chapter 2 because it was just, she was so stuck on the negative things that happened in her past. And I know the title's Finding Me, and I know that the focus is she's overcome, right? Overcome things through her life. She's gone, if you've ever listened to the book, read the book, she's gone through some horrific things. And I think one of the most eye-opening pieces for me was when she talks about a conversation that she had with Will Smith about who she was, because she didn't realize who she was at the time. And then she, it was like this little thing that fell in. Anyway, the things that we overcome, the things that you overcome, the things that I have overcome become the things that create who we are in the future. And if you watched my live with Erin, I actually pinned it on my profile if you haven't seen it. We talked about the fact that in order to break a negative pattern, in order to get out of an area that you don't want to be in life, you have to recognize that there is a problem. And if you're not at that point, feel free, scroll by, don't even watch this video. See ya. It's okay. But if you're someone who's at that point where you're like, I know things have happened, I know bad things have happened, I know I shouldn't have gone through them, I know that I didn't want to go through them, you have two choices. You can let them define who you are and create this negative ball of energy, or you can use them as a gift. And here's where I'm going with this. You can take your story and turn it into something, a success. And that actually will help other people, right? That was the whole point of Viola writing her book, Finding Me, was she is showing, I think I'm like halfway through it right now. She's showing the negative things that she's overcome and how she became the person that she is today, an amazing actress. And so if you know that you're not achieving the things that you want, you're not losing the weight you want, you're not where you want to be in life, you're not getting to do the things you love, you're, fill in the blank. What are you not getting to do that you want to do? What is it that you want to do that you're not seeing happening? So if you're so focused on that thing that happened, or maybe so focused on the thing that's happening, you're not going to do what you need to do to move forwards. And here's why. You think you're going to do it, but you're not. Because you are so focused on why you're failing that takes precedence over what could be happening. It takes precedence over the actions that you need to be doing. And so here's an example. So I have a teammate who is so focused on the fact that they kind of hit a plateau. They've hit like a slump in their business. They're not seeing growth. They're not seeing the potential they thought there was, but they're so focused. And we had a conversation about this the other day. They've been so focused on not seeing leads come in, customers come in, new signups, that they haven't been taking action. And if you're not taking action, nothing's going to happen, right? So if you want to see prospects, leads, customers, signups, like if you want to get in that pattern, you have to make the decision to break the pattern of thinking that you're stuck. And actually, some friends of mine are going live tonight. If you want access to it, they're doing a training on how to generate high quality leads just using a simple Facebook ad in 15 minutes or less. So if you want to check that out, let me know. But think about what it is that you actually want to focus on. Do you want to focus on the negative and the things that aren't happening? If you think of it this way, if you continue to perseverate over, there's a big word for you. Go ahead and look that up in the dictionary. If you continue to fixate on the things that you don't like happening, the things that you're not seeing happening, but you're not taking steps forward, you're gonna stay stuck. So what can you do? How can you break out of that pattern? Like I said, if you had watched the video with me and Aaron on Facebook, or have not watched the video with me and Aaron on Facebook, it's pinned in my profile currently. But think about writing down daily gratitude, right? Good things that happened. Start picking one thing each day to focus on that's good. And if it's maybe eating a healthier food for one meal, that's a good thing, right? Maybe it's walking up the road and back with your dog. That's a good thing, right? Choosing those small steps. If you've been stuck in your business because you feel like you have no one to talk to and you've reached out to 2 people, that's a good thing, right? So pick the small steps. Those small steps are really what builds you up. I didn't get to prospecting 80 to 100 people a week right away. Like for me, and if you're like me and you overthink things and you want to make things perfect, you have to learn to realize that there is no such thing as perfect. And just jumping in and tweaking as you go is the best way to do things, right? You can learn from your mistakes. You can learn from other people's mistakes. You can learn better things to do as you go. But if you don't do anything, you're not going to go anywhere, right? So I hope this helps someone. I hope this helps you think about what it is that you're seeing and what it is that you want. And sometimes those little steps are going to get you a lot farther than trying to make the big jump. Like I didn't get to prospecting 100 people a week right away. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to do that constantly. Actually, I know I wouldn't have been able to do it constantly because I had tried it years ago and I was not ready for it. Was not. So it didn't last long. I had to build up for smaller increments. So I hope this helps. If you want to hop on live to see what my friends are sharing for how to do the generation of leads on Facebook using ads, it's like a 15 or minute less thing that they do. Let me know. I'll get you on there. Otherwise, I hope you have a